crown me with the million-colored sun of secret worlds incredible, and take the trailing skies for vestment when I soar. Throned on the mountain zenith and illume the spaceward flown horizons infinite, like rampant monsters roaring for their galax. The fiery crested oceans rise and rise by jealous moons maleficently urged to follow me forever, mountains horned with peaks of sharpest adamant and mud, with sulfur-lit volcanoes lava-langed usurp the skies with thunder, but in vain. And continents of serpent-shapen trees with slimy trunks that lengthen league by league pursue my flight through ages, spurned to fire by that supreme ascendant sorcerers and evil kings predominantly armed with scrolls of full blue dragon skin, whereon are worm-like runes of ever-twisting flame would stay me and the sirens of the stars with foam like songs from silver fragrance wrought would lure me to their crystal reefs and moons where viperites and nescent devils dwell with antic gnomes abominably wise. Heave up their icy horns across my way, but naught deters me from the goal ordained by suns and eons and immortal wars, and sung by moons and modes, the goal whose name is all the secret of forgotten bliss, by sinful gods and torrid rubies writ, for ending of a brazen book, the goal where at my soaring ecstasy may stand in amplest heavens multiplied to hold my hordes of thunder-vested avatars and Promethean armies of my thought that brandish clasp elevens there I call my memories intolerably clad in light the peaks of paradise may wear, and leave the Armageddon of my dreams whose instant shout of triumph is become immensities of music for their feet are founded on innumerable worlds, remote in alien epochs, and their arms upraised are columns potent to exalt with these ineffable the countless thrones of all the gods that are or gods to be, and bear the seats of Asmodai and set above the seventh paradise.
Oh man. Why is it still going? What the heck? Okay, here we go. Cool. Cool. Controller. Let's go. I guess we're gonna just keep doing Mass Effect for a while. Oh man. Okay. And that sound looks good. Let's go. Let's go. Why does it always do that? I need to figure out how to disable that. Like, I don't mind that AMD is popping up, but like, why does it always pop up? You know? Ugh, splash page. Oh no, There we go. Dude. The inability to move from one screen to another, like it locking the mouse. Really not a fan of that. Oh yeah, we accidentally went to Therum. We weren't supposed to. So we're going to just continue on. Oh man. Some of the stuff going on Twitter is pretty funny. They've jacked up the algorithm again. So now I'm getting like the most unhinged, ridiculous cartoon versions of Christianity showing up. At least it's not like when I first got on Twitter, where it would only show me like weird Mormon stuff, because apparently Twitter is very confused and thinks that that's Christianity. And it's also the other reason why it's really important to constantly remind everybody that Mormonism is a cult. It is not Christianity. Now I've got like the opposite problem. It's trying to show me all sorts of deranged, silly stuff from the various flavors of apostolics and whatever. And while some of it's kind of great for a laugh, like the clearly like extraordinarily mentally ill Twitter Catholic nonsense, it's, you know, let's just not. I'm gonna have to go through and clean up my entire feed again. Like, I'm constantly having to do that, which is ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. But I guess it's just whatever. Oh man, like the one guy who's whining about, he won't explain like what he knows, whether or not or why, well, how he knows that something is scripture, which is getting kind of funny. And it's because he knows that he can't. A lot of these guys know that they can't explain whether or not something is or is not scripture, which is kind of a problem. It's a very big problem. We can fundamentally, I think that's actually something that Protestants need to start hammering some of the other people about, is actually making them explain how they know what is and is not scripture, and like what kind of functional standard they're using for that, because it seems like a lot of the other dudes are basically running off of a standard of like, well, this is what I got, this is what I was given, therefore it's scripture, which is not a correct stand. It's not a correct standard. That is not how that works. Because just because someone gave you it doesn't mean that it's scripture. Is there another dude? There's other dudes here? I guess not. Oh, well, either that or they're in the buildings. Sometimes the mini-map screws up, but, you know, it's whatever. Okay, it's right there. I don't need to use Unity. Okay. But it's becoming one of these things where it's becoming kind of functionally silly. Because if you don't even have a general ability to parse the reasoning of what is and is not scripture, how can you be sure that what you have is scripture? there are basic ways to tell very easily if something is scripture. And it's kind of odd to me that, like, none of the other sects seem to have, like, a general comprehension of that. Whereas if you bother to actually question that for Protestants, Protestants can actually reasonably articulate a set of rules that are fairly reasonable. They're not, like, insane. The majority of Protestants can actually articulate a reasonable set of rules that are, you know, mostly fair. Mostly fair, not unhinged nonsense. Very few people would functionally get a definitional standard of that wrong, where they would have, like, a completely whacked out standard. Whereas it seems like most of the other guys, it's just like, oh, well, this is what I received, therefore it is. And that's not how that works. That's not how this works. It's not how any of this works. Because you have to be able to articulate how you know that something is real. How do you know that this is correct? How do you know that this is the proper understanding of a thing? Because you can't possibly know if something's correct or not if the basis of it is just that, oh, well, this is what I was given. Because if that's just what you were given, then, you know, any of these other groups who claim all sorts of crazy stuff, like Mormons, or, like, the, what are those guys called? I'm forgetting. The Branhamites or whatever? Or, like, with the Jehovah's Witnesses, where they've purposely translated the Bible incorrectly. Or, various other weird groups. You know, how are you going to say that the, Hindu, whatever the heck they're called, are incorrect or not proper if you can't even define fundamentally at, like, a base level what is and is not informationally scripture? Because you kind of run into a problem with that. It's a very big problem. But it's just a difference in the thinking ability and the concept standard of stuff. You're not allowed to question things in a lot of the other sects, so they make up silly explanations for stuff, and people aren't ever allowed to actually work through or explain why a thing is or why a thing is not. So there's no need to know the correct understanding of why something is or is not. It just is or is not simply because you were told so. Not because anything about it is true or untrue or whatever. Okay, we made this. Not too bad for insanity. Not great, but not too bad. This is going to be kind of a mess. We only have 2 grenades. We're going to have to be kind of picky. We have to be very picky. Rocket troopers, well, Rex, stop standing directly in front of me, bro. Do the thing? Okay, perfect. Perfect. Cool. We're doing it. We're doing it. Oh, it's getting kind of iffy there for a second. Let me...
Perimeter clear.
Got him.
Negative contacts, Commander.
Got him. Any of these dudes up on the ridge, any... I don't think we can see anyone else from this vantage. That's not good. I don't want to overheat it, but at the same time, I gotta, like, almost mag dump. Even though there is no mag. Okay, there we go.
This will help.
Got him. Okay, cool. Let's switch to a better weapon. Something that I can actually rely on. Oh, we leveled, actually. Let's do this real quick. Give me some of those. Get me, I guess, assault rifle. Put a point on warp. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll do heatsink, yeah. Slightly worse on shields. But that's the trade-off for biotic protection. I don't know. Let's go for, like, the mid-grade, maybe. I have a bunch of Quarian armor already. What the heck? Do this one. Okay. Actually, let's do... some of this. Barrier. Bro, you're gonna drop my shield right there? Okay, come on. Got it. Just be hyper aggressive in terms of doing this area. Just clear it as aggressively as possible. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and save. Because this is going to be the hard part. This is going to be the hard part. Because if we can get past this bit, we're good. Okay? If we can't, though, we're kind of in trouble. It's really what it comes down to. It just kind of blows my mind, though, that dudes don't have a prescriptive understanding of, like, how to determine what is and is not scripture. Because it's kind of funny. But I guess that also explains, like, why they've got all these extra nonsense books that have absolutely nothing to do with anything. They don't even give general context for stuff. The only reason that they're included is as a general, like, on paper justification for, like, whacked out crazy stuff. Oh, get him. I don't... Where did it go? Okay. Bro. But I guess that fully makes sense of, like, why that's even a thing. Like, how that happened. Okay. Everyone just leveled. Let's immediately apply that. But I guess, you know, like, I guess that makes sense of, like, why you've got these dudes who are effectively running on some of that stuff. And why they don't seem to see any kind of general issue with some of those things. Because, informationally, to them, it makes sense. They can't parse what is and is not scripture, so anything that they're just handed is magically scripture. And since that's just magically scripture right from the get-go, no questions asked, no critical thinking necessary, nobody has to kind of stop and think about what it is that they're doing or why. They just, you know, just go along with whatever you've got, because that's what you're supposed to be doing. But there are severe issues, at least in my opinion, with a lot of that type of thinking and that type of behavior. But even worse, informationally, you end up with, like, super crazy stuff. Warp him. Oh, we picked up grenades. Is it because we leveled, or is it because we actually properly picked up some grenades? And actually, let me... Is Tali down? Yeah, she's down. What the heck? Get up. Bro, she's just like eating these hits. What the heck? Tali, why? Okay, my pistol is better. I guess we'll run with the pistol for a while.
Clear.
What the heck, Tully? What the heck? Let's go. But the inability to like determine that is just kind of crazy to me. Because you would think that they would have gone over like basic info like that, but that goes back to the general argumentation between sensible people in Rome. Hey, these aren't scripture. Oh well, it's fine. We'll just make this scripture so we can justify what we're doing and why what we're doing is okay. And that's how you end up with this nonsense. That's also how you can very quickly and easily show that these are added. These are additions, not something that was always there. That plus the fact that the various different groups have various different extra books, and all of their listing of extra books all contradict each other.
It looks like this cavern formed around the ruin after it was built.
Because that also shows that there's like some kind of regional thing going on with it. Not to mention the fact that you've even got modern shred-outs of that happening. Like that kind of behavior occurring, which is also very not good. Because it shows that there's something wrong. Because I think it's when you have a very loose understanding of a lot of that stuff, you don't have a proper comprehension of it, and then you also have very loose promotion of some of that behavior, you end up with some crazy stuff happening. Because it's what is it, the second book, the second fake book of Enoch that's in Church Slavonic. You've got some dudes who act as if it's scripture. Not only is it not scripture, it's like the most ahistorical thing that you could possibly be trying to claim as even vaguely scripture. Yeah, let's go.
Are you okay?
We're here to save you.
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, alright?
Yeah, sure.
We just need to figure some way past this energy field.
It's a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the geth. But when I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
Yeah, stay calm.
We'll find some way to help you.
It's fine.
There's a control in here.
We've got this.
To activate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Nope. Yeah, maybe I should just stick with the pistol until we can get the one assault rifle. Okay, let's go. This is also going to be weird because I don't think there's like on the Xbox version where you've got like the hint. You kind of have to just fumble your way through the putting in a dig code, if I recall correctly. Okay, let's go. Oh man. There we go. Because I vaguely remember it. They actually kept this the same, though. All of the, for the PC, from the PC version, I guess. But the, what was it? All the minigames for, like, the hacking modules are dramatically different from PC to console, which is kind of weird. You would think that they would have, like, an option, especially for the Legendary Edition,
I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We have to get you
To,
out before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right.
be able to
For them to last a lifetime. That
select the other aspect of whatever it is that you want to use. What's your preference?
You sure she's on our side? Her mother's working with Sarah.
She's working with Saren.
I don't know why Benezia joined Saren. I don't want anything to do with that Turian bastard.
If she was with
It's also really weird, because why are the Geth trying to kill her if that's the case?
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on. I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia is involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Yeah, let's go.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
Oh, man.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
Yeah, let's just kill him.
We don't have time to deal with this idiot. Charge!
I like your attitude. Watch out.
Okay. Put him in... No... Oh, freaking crap. Okay. Bro, why are you not... We're gonna die. Okay, he's got immunity on. Who cares? Let's ignore him. Shield up. Is she down again? Okay, no. I was about to say. Bro, don't do this to me. There we go. Okay, there we go. Let's go. Cool, we made it. Not bad. Nice. Let's go.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
Died out there and your pilot is making jokes?
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there. And not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
They all got wiped out.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right.
Maybe.
Is built on a cycle
Or
of
not.
extinction.
Probably not
Each
right.
time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
Yeah, the beacon.
There was a damaged protein beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find...
Or, you know, just brain
Of
melted.
course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
What good are you?
I don't know why Saren wants you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Cool, let's go.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Yeah, why not?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Yeah,
Liara's on our side. The Geth
why not?
killed her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
Yeah,
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
why
Of
not?
course, Commander. The mission must...
We'll just run the
Good luck, Commander.
debriefings,
Remember, we are all counting on you.
at least as like narrative. Hey, this is how we know these guys are bad, and we're not gonna listen to them anymore. For the sake of the story. Let's pick up codexes, because there's bound to be a couple. Yeah, because they load in randomly as you continue to play the game and like hit certain points, forcing you to explore and pay attention, as well as forcing you to actually like check in on things. I guess we'll try and talk to some of the dudes, gain some XP that way. Oh hey, we've leveled up again. Let's do combat armor so we can get heavy. Better assault rifles. Do I have heavy? Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm not a big fan of that. Not a big fan of the white and pink armor. Not my thing. Yeah, that's nuts. That one guy is still, like, whining about his, like, non-interpretation. That's crazy. He still won't define, like, what is scripture. I've gone over, explained what isn't. and he still won't explain what is. His entire argument is just coming down to
Coming to check up on me.
Protestantism bad.
You look much better.
Protestantism disagrees. Different denominations of Protestants disagree with each other.
With her knowledge of Asari physiology.
That's not an argument. That's not even what we're talking about, bro.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas.
That's not even the same subject matter.
I happily thank you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
That'd be like if I was asking how to fix a carburetor. Right? And then you suddenly launched into a thing talking about lions.
seeing the way your crew looks at me, they do not trust
They
me.
have absolutely nothing to do with each other.
I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Yeah, I know. Otherwise, I'll throw you out an airlock.
Let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote
She's only in her
days,
80s.
mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds
Just this old lady.
Sometimes I will run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries.
That also is another thing.
Until the Geth
That's kind of a
always
weird
watches
issue
down.
with Mass
I've
Effect.
never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away.
There are no character models
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch.
for
People expected me to
non-adult
follow in
aliens.
footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of
I don't think.
matriarchs.
I don't think there's really any. I think the closest that we get is
Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past.
I'm forgetting his name. Like Crunk. No, it's not Crunk.
It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
The other Krogan you get in the next game.
It's a
The other
natural
Krogan.
growing up.
You share the wisdom of the matriarchs.
I think he's the only like
Exactly what Benezia said.
non-adult
Decision.
alien that you run into, and he's only technically not an adult.
The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in the lab.
Well, yeah, Prothean technology should not work
No, I didn't
with
mean
like
to insinuate.
anybody's physiology
I
at
never
all.
meant to offend you, Shepard.
So the fact that
I
it does
only
is kind of
wanted an
abnormal.
interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking.
I do have to say though that
How could I be
some of the stuff, some of the characters are kind of wooden.
Now
At least in this first game.
my time in the field with data disks and computers.
A little
Always
bit
seemed to see
wooden.
something embarrassing around
Like
me.
some of these conversations are kind of
Please,
wooden.
Just pretend this conversation never happened.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
The follow-up games were a lot better though. But I mean, even then, this still just kind of feels and reads like a 90s sci-fi TV show, which is great. I need to look into that. I should have done that this morning. I need to look in. I'll do that tomorrow.
Anything you need, Commander?
Look to see if there's mods to make it look like a 90s television show.
Cruise at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander?
Like that film grain that you would get.
Malenka.
All that stuff.
Just you and me. You can consider it off the record.
That's a generous attitude. Okay. I think there's something wrong with all this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
Oh yeah.
Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informed. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. For the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the room. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
The brain tumors.
Is Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Canadians
Oh, man.
had a first-gen subject. Until then, they relied on accidentals. Bunch of guys in suit show up at your door after school. Next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero is a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better than this. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
Oh, man. Okay. Go pick up some more codexes, try and buy some stuff.
Looking for supplies?
Yes, let's do this.
You bet, Commander.
Oh, sweet, he's got them. I want to buy those real bad. Let me see. Okay, I can get that. I do need better armor, and that's really, really good. Let's do that. Just go for it. Okay, the Kessler kind of sucks. Yeah, those kind of suck. Okay, let's give me proper heavy armor. And let's no, that's not what, how do I, no, how do I do, oh, okay, there we go. That works better. There we go. There we go. Okay, get rid of the Kessler ones. And the Storm ones. And the Lancer ones. Okay.
Not right now.
Oh, nope, that's not what I...
Keep checking back. Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've
You
got.
bet, Commander.
Sell all junk. How much we got? Oh, jeez, dude. Like, barely any money.
Commander, I knew working with the Spectre. I gotta go. Commander.
No, that's not... Oh, give me that codex.
So this is what working with the
Because I think some of these guys have side quests
Spectres figured out?
that we can pick up even in the first game.
I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to C-sec, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. C6 handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate it.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside C6. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand.
Okay. Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, another one.
I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful.
It's a fancy ship.
Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I didn't bring you along to admire my ship.
I know why I'm here. I'll do whatever I can to help you stop Saren and drive his Geth armies back beyond the Van.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Alright, let's go.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks.
Nice.
Bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
Let's just keep making these crazier until they can kill us.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So, the Geth share brain power?
The more Geth there are in an area, the smarter they are.
Systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness.
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and
Yeah, I just have to go through and cleanse my entire timeline. Absolutely insane. They need to stop changing how it's doing the algorithm, because it's getting ridiculous.
We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
You can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth
Man.
would pursue us, but they never came beyond.
Oh,
We drift through space, exiled,
kind of ridiculous.
for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you.
I mean, they did defend themselves.
Species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
I mean, because organics tried to kill them. Well, not everyone.
They didn't kill Sarah.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this.
Well, something is going on, is what that tells us.
To destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Do they always accept? Imagine you do all this stuff and they're like, nah, bro.
Most captains are eager
You gotta
to
leave.
increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Is there no... Oh, I guess it's too early for that side quest to get that. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's... I guess we'll check back in with Garrus and try that conversation again. Or unless I've screwed up. I don't know.
Command, how are you? Why did you want to be a CSEC officer? It's a good question. There were several. Like what?
What did you do, Garrus?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight and
But if you do enough background stuff with each of the dudes, they'll give you, like, a side quest, if I recall correctly.
I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard. That's tough, but you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Sarah. My father's a CSEC man too. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. Thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Sarah. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons. You were asked to be a Spectre? Well, I was
Bro.
nominated as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about
That's also the other thing that's kind of funny, is, like, they've got all these instances of, like, all of the different characters being, like, looked at to be specters at one point or another in the series.
no
And it's just like, it's a little bit much, you know? Which was actually one of the nice changes with Andromeda. Because it shifted away from, like, the Spectre obsession, and it was like, no, N7. It's about the N7 and nothing else.
You're a quick learner, Garrus. We'll beat him at his own game. It's the only way to stop someone like him.
I'm right behind you, Commander.
Okay. Well, that got us a codex. I guess we will just keep on going. Go do some more side quests. We need to finish looking through one of the side areas of the map anyway. Because we went to Therum when we weren't supposed to yet. I did not mean to do that. Is my camera not working? No, it's working. Okay. There's just a slight delay. Okay. Wait, did I check everywhere here? Yeah, I did. Okay. Because we got confused and we thought it was in Sparta. So let's go to Sparta, clear out this area, and figure out what we're doing. Or did we get... No, we didn't land on Idolos. Idolos? Idolos? I don't know how to say this. We didn't land on this planet. We need to go through and look at everything. Okay, let's do that. Yeah. Balanced team. Balanced team. Fully balanced abilities. Let's go. Okay. Whack out Asaria there. Do this. Give me Singularity. Let's get some throw. Unlock that. Max out barrier. Get stasis. First aid. And electronics. There we go. Okay. Let's do hacking. Electronics. Machinist. Perfect. Oh, I needed to look at the map. What am I doing? Is this one of the giant worms? Yes, I think it is. This is one of our giant worms. Oh, good. Move. Move, move, move. Ow. Thresher Maw. These are gonna be worth so much XP, dude. I kind of hate fighting these things, though, because they're a little bit annoying. Because they take forever. Or like this, where it gets kind of silly. 3, no. Got 4, no. 5, no. Absolutely missing. There we go. There we go. There we go. And of course, since we're on insanity, bro. We basically are just doing practically no damage. Bro. Okay, we need to go heal. Because we will not make it. If we don't, we gotta take a break from combat. Let's pause real fast, repair. Cool. There we go, finally. All these poor guys, they died.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Yeah, we gotta go tell Kahoku. Updated the Kahoku quest. There we go. We might as well explore like the big item points though. It's very worth it, honestly, to kind of do. Because it gives you access to other quests, it gives you lots of money that you ordinarily may not be able to actually get typically. Things like that. It's quite nice. It also gives you more things to kind of look at. But, you know. Oh man, I should actually see... I need to do that. I'm definitely going to have to look at doing that. Just complete shift in how it is and what it is that my channel kind of is doing. I mean, we'll still game, but... it's becoming kind of apparent that a lot of the apologetic stuff is basically just kind of slop content, and it's really not going anywhere. And that it's basically just a giant waste of time. It's just rage bait for people who typically don't have decent arguments, and it's constantly going in circles. It doesn't go anywhere. So I'm probably going to kind of just move away from trying to look at any of that, because it's just a waste of time, really. You're just dealing with a bunch of retarded people who don't want to listen or bother to even deal with the argument that you're making, because they know that their argument doesn't stand against it. And it's just kind of a waste. Still can't do that. Oh well. Alright, let's get out of here. Not to mention... there is... Oh. Do I have to go physically tell Kahoku? I don't remember. Yeah, I have to go tell Kahoku personally. Interesting. I thought we did that over the comm. I know we talked to him at one point over the comm, but I thought we reported it just through the comm to him, like, hey, we found your dudes. I guess not. Okay, let's go. But, oh man. Okay. Let's go. Actually, we should kind of wander around on the Citadel for a little bit, look at some stuff. I think we still actually have a couple quests that we need to turn in.
Interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. X-Ray Presley has the deck.
Like, I think we have a couple quests that we never finished. Now that I think about it, I don't think we processed them the rest of the way. Oh no, this.
Admiral Mihailovic, 5th Fleet.
We weren't told to expect you, sir. I would have prepared a formal greeting.
Spare me the pleasantries. I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. And the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship, and you.
I still serve the Alliance, sir. As a Spectre, I can advance our interests to the Council.
You still know what color your blood is, Shepard? I don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
It's not over-designed.
Normandy is a fine ship, sir. She's served us well so far.
It's a gimmick, Commander. Useless in a stand-up fight. This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed
Boondoggle.
I'm here to make an inspection, Commander.
It's the word you don't usually hear anymore.
Warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
We'd be honored to show her to you, Admiral.
I'll just bet. Wait here. I won't be long. Commander, I'm not happy.
About what, man?
What did you find out aboard it?
Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
Modified Turian style. They prefer commanders looking over their subordinates rather than in the middle of them. We wanted to see how effectively they can command with that setup.
Yep.
Reasonable goal, but they should have studied that in a lab rather than on a frontline warship. I had to shake.
Yeah, I mean, like, you don't want to necessarily risk people's lives for does this work better kind of stuff.
Realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
We can loiter in an enemy system and monitor traffic, or drop infiltration teams on enemy worlds. Normandy can be more effective than the Solarian STG.
Maybe. But that's not the job of a proper warship. We're supposed to find and kill the enemy fleet, not count how many times their garrison goes to the bathroom. And we need to talk about your crew, Commander. Krogan? Asari? Turians? What are you thinking, Commander? You can't allow alien nationals free access to Alliance equipment?
You assume I had a choice? Oh no, we're out of... It's not my call, bro.
I'm also part of the Council's chain of command now. They expect a joint effort. I'm providing it.
The Council expects a whole hell of a lot from the Alliance, Commander. They better start giving back real damn soon. You have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this vessel?
No, not really, bro. I can't select anything, dude.
Very well. Your opinions have some merit, Commander. I'll take them into consideration when I write my report to the Joint Military Command. Not that I expect them to do anything about it. Too many interest groups have too much money invested in this. Commander Shepard?
Bro. This is also the other issue. Like, you don't get... because of how the stuff Paragon and Renegade work in this, it's just...
While the unnamed operative has not yet been apprehended, a council spokesman confirmed that corrective actions had been taken.
Commander Shepard?
She's gonna stay there. Let's go out towards Flux. I think we also need to check in at Flux too to turn in that one quest. So let's do that. Or attempt to. Oh yeah, this nonsense. Bro. Just picking up quests. Bro. The gambling thing. Where's the drug addict guy?
Yeah, what is it? Why were you tossed out of there?
Dorian didn't have a clue what
I guess we have to wait till like another level.
But you were cheating.
Like primary story beat.
I was just tipping the scales in my favor. It's only as an
Still
experiment.
sounds like cheating to me.
To you, maybe. But this device is merely intended to simulate situations and record results. Recording losses is easy. Of course, nobody notices those.
So why do
Why
it?
do you need to record these outcomes?
Now you're getting to the heart of it. I've spent the last 5 years developing a system that can accurately predict wins and losses on the Quasar. I just need a few more recorded wins and I can complete the algorithms.
Can you do that? Isn't that illegal?
It's illegal to use my system, but I won't use it. I'll sell it to others. I just need a few more wins recorded.
Yeah, why not? Let's just do it. It's whatever.
I'll help you out.
I suppose I could let you try it. Here you go. When you've recorded enough wins, it'll let you know. Of course, if you get caught with the device, well, you saw what happened to me. Well, off you go. That data won't collect itself.
Man. Oh, wild. Instantaneous ban. Good job, Saribot. How are they able... The Twitch needs to make...
Hey, Jenna came back looking for work. Thanks for getting her out of Cora's den.
Twitch needs to make like a name generator like confirming system or checker. Because that would probably eliminate like 90% of this.
I've just forgotten what it was like to have her around. I haven't had a decent tip since she got back.
Yeah, we need to go turn in the OSD.
Word on the street is that you've been busy. Congratulations on taking down Fist.
What?
I was sure he was a big player in anything going on here.
These OSDs might have the information.
Okay.
You've got Fist files? This could be even bigger than I'd hoped. Here, Commander, for your trouble.
What would my
Let's
future
do more.
cooperation be worth?
Need more money.
An interview when my investigation is over?
Exclusive? You talk to me before you talk to anyone else? That would be worth quite a bit, and I'd be very happy to compensate you accordingly. Here you are. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
Okay, let's see. turn in the OSDs. We need to... I don't know. Oh, Kahoku. We gotta go see Kahoku. Where is... There's one. Fast travel point. We'll go talk to Kahoku. Emily should actually be up there too, which will be really funny, because she's just gonna appear now that we've locked out the OSD thing. Go to the Citadel Tower. Hey, look, it's Emily.
Hello again, Commander. I've got a proposition.
She's changed clothes.
Since you helped me get information on the crime syndicate, I've gotten a lot more backing from my publishers. I'm investigating traffic controller conditions now, and I wondered if you could help.
Let's go.
That seems like a step down from wide-scale corruption.
Not really.
Actually, in a way, it's more
Certain things, like function issues like that, are actually way more important.
I've heard rumors that the space traffic controller...
It's actually one of the reasons why,
I can't get into the control
if
room, but you could.
if one of the news companies was actually serious about making numbers, they would run a modern version of Slime in the Ice Machine and just let one of their dudes just go ape, looking for corruption and like safety violation standards and things like that.
Long run, this story is going to save lives.
But most of them aren't actually interested in running numbers. They're just interested in doing propaganda.
Any word on my missing men?
I'm not sure how to tell you this, Admiral.
They're all dead.
The men were killed by a thresher mob.
A thresher mob? That's not... My men wouldn't just stumble into a thresher nest. Not the entire unit.
Somebody lured them there with an Alliance distress beacon. Placed it perfectly so they'd land right beside the thresher nest.
Damn it. I had a bad feeling about this ever since my team disappeared. An Alliance beacon used as bait.
They all died.
Nobody seems to know anything about it. Commander,
All of them are dead.
Now I need to do my part. The families of those Marines deserve to know why they died.
Anything you need from me?
Not right now, Shepard, but I'll let you know as soon as I find something out.
Alright, let's go. Time to go to CSEC. Put the listening device on the thing, and we will be good. I guess we could talk to the one lady. I don't know if we're going to do okay, though. I don't know if we'll do okay. I guess we could try for it and see. Another codex there. That's weird. Inconspicuous location. Bugged it. Let's get out of here. I guess we'll talk to the one lady. Because, I mean, it's going to be what it's going to be. There's not really all that much else that we can do. Wait, what was our background? I don't remember. Because that also may dictate if we need to like wander around on the thing.
Could you answer a few questions for our viewers?
What do you want to know?
You've been given a unique position to represent our race. People want to get a sense of how you'll do that. Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
The Spectres
Yeah, it's a good
represent
job.
the best of every species in the galaxy. To be asked to join them is an honor.
Some have said your appointment is the Citadel throwing humans a bone. Have you encountered any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
They know better.
The Council is concerned with the needs of
Bro.
the galactic community. We're part of that community now. Our needs are on their agenda, but we're one of many.
You really do believe that?
There are all these aliens,
You've
bro.
been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
Actually, the Normandy was co-developed by human and Turian engineers. Its design incorporates many innovations, all of which are classified, I'm afraid.
So the Turians have knowledge of the Normandy that is being kept secret from the Alliance public? Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
It wasn't.
It had been handed over to anyone. I'm in command.
It's
Last I
ours.
checked, I'm human. Same goes for my crew.
Human, yes, but you do work for the Citadel now, Commander. One last question, Commander. Rumors back home say you're tracking a rogue Spectre named Saren. Do you have any comment on that?
Saren
He was
instigated
behind
the
Eden
attack
Prime.
on
He
the
killed all those
Prime.
people.
Once his involvement was proven to the Council, I was assigned to bring him in.
That's surprising, Commander. The official line says Eden Prime was attacked by rogue synthetics. Good luck in your mission. Thank you for your time, Commander Shepard.
Let's go. Okay, because I think she's still in the Citadel Tower, so we need to go talk to her again. Turn in the thing, and that should be everything for this, yeah? Yeah, there we go. Cool.
I'm already getting readings. This is gonna make a great story. Thank you so much for your help. Here, this is everything I've got for my publisher's budget.
It was no problem. Good luck with your story.
I appreciate. Thanks again for your help. I'm gonna show this to
Cool. Oh, we leveled too. That's great. Okay, do charm. Let's do... I guess max out soldier for now. Actually, let me check that. Shells' stuff can wait. It's not a big deal. Oh, the fan. Let's go do that. Go run into Conrad. Do the Conrad quest. Because he shows up every now and then, so you might as well just check in and do it.
Hey, there are rumors on the extranet that you've been made the first human Spectre. That's incredible.
I'll do my best.
Being a Spectre is a big responsibility. I just want to make humanity proud.
The vids are all talking about Commander Shepard fighting for all of us back home. And they also say that you don't take crap from anybody. You're showing them what humans can do.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Can I get your picture?
Sure.
I don't have a problem.
That's not weird.
Why?
You're a hero, Shepard. Decades from now, humanity's going to remember you. And I'll have your picture. Just hold up your gun.
It's totally not weird.
Thanks again, Commander. I'm gonna hang this in my living room. My wife will love it.
Okay. What else is there? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so back to CSEC. Let's get out of here.
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime syndicate.
Nice. Let's go. All right.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, Miss Al-Jalani's story on you just aired. She shouldn't have ambushed you like that, but you handled it pretty well.
We had differences of opinion, sir. I hope she at least believed my sincerity.
You handled yourself pretty well, Commander. She came across like a raving idiot. There is one other matter, however. The Citadel has been trying to play down Saren going rogue. It makes the Spectres look bad. Your mention of him was politically inconvenient.
I don't care.
I wasn't aware of that. I won't discuss him again, sir.
I'd appreciate that, Commander. I won't keep you any longer. Fifth Fleet out.
Let's go. Dude. Where should I go now? I don't know. I guess Hades Gamma. We've got a side quest for that. Just kind of work on clearing out the map area. Because a large amount of Mass Effect isn't necessarily even like the general gameplay. It's going to be effectively just kind of wandering around through the areas, checking various like background locations, random planets, things like that.
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over a secure channel.
Oh, nice. Let's go.
This is Admiral Goku.
They found me.
Who set that trap for my men? The ones killed by the
They're here to kill me, man. You have to save me.
It was a group called Cerberus, an Alliance Black Ops organization. Top secret, highest level security clearance. They vanished a few months ago. Dropped right off the grid. They've gone completely rogue, Shepard. They're conducting illegal genetic experiments, trying to create some kind of super soldier. I don't have any.
Oh no.
I found the coordinates for one of their research worlds. I'm uploading them with this message. They're completely out of control.
So this also goes into something else that should have kind of got brought up
Now it's up to you.
in Andromeda.
This is probably the last.
Okay.
Cerberus is after me now.
Big plot point for those of you who didn't play Andromeda. Or bother, you know, like trying to get everything that you possibly could figured out in Andromeda. Cerberus is a primary backer for the Andromeda project, where they like shot all the dudes into deep space to the Andromeda galaxy. So, knowing that, something that is conspicuously and very upsettingly missing from Mass Effect Andromeda is Cerberus and Cerberus agents. So I think at some point or another they may look at trying to... Oh, what's this? Oh, I've got a new follower. I can't read your name. Hold on. Hold on. I can't read that. Bro, I cannot read that. The text is so tiny. Oh, man. I'm sorry. Give me a bit. Give me a second. But yeah, there's no dudes. There's no Cerberus guys in the Andromeda game, like at all. They make mention of them, right? But at no point are they like, oh yeah, these are the dudes. Can I see it better on this other display? No, I can only seem to minimize that. What the heck? What am I doing wrong here? No, I don't need to stream from this device. Where is this? Why can't I see this properly? I'm so sorry. The BVM Emu Shempants or something? I can't read that. Dude, like the text is so tiny, I'm sorry. And I can't move my mouse from cuz it's locked to the Mass Effect screen. So I'm just kind of stuck right now. But, you know, it is what it is. I guess we'll do electronics. One there. Do this. That should work. Okay. Check this map and let's go nuts. Because we need to explore. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you know that's not a... That name is also, like, not correct, right? It's kind of a problem. Oh crap, it's one of these again. Oh man. Don't want to deal with that. Yeah, now that it's actually like popped up, I can read it properly. Yeah, crushing serpents. Because she didn't do any of that, ever. Why did it look like it says, I guess the smaller print, it just looks like it says pants at the end. So I couldn't read it at all. We gotta get rid of this dude. Oh, let's not drive close to that. Oh. Okay, I need to go faster. And actually hit stuff. What do you mean? Yeah, that's not what it's talking about. Because that's translated improperly. It does not say that she or anyone involved is going to be doing that. It's specifically a prophecy about Christ and not her. That originates from a translation issue that happened, where it was literally translated incorrectly. And people have just held on to it for some reason. Because the Greek is very unambiguous about what it's supposed to be saying and who it's actually about. Which is probably the only instance where I'm actually happy about having a word or something that uses super weird gendered pronoun stuff, because it, you know, that's not really a thing in English for the sake of like simplicity aspects and things like that, but come on. Where is... Okay, it's there. Oh. Drum of... I mean, you say that, but then again, when it comes to going over the informational view of it, that's not how people tend to view that because of the translation issue. Because the other reason is why are you associating one thing with the other thing unless you're purposely trying to get people to associate it that way? Because it's kind of like, oh, what's something that would be similar? It would be like invoking... Give me a second while I try and figure out something that would actually be a worthwhile comparison. It would be kind of like invoking specifically that all wine is basically derived from Christ rather than specifically the wine that he made himself. It would be kind of similar to that, like having some kind of reference that does that, and then having groups of people who have erroneously taught for centuries that he creates all wine, when we only have the one reference of the miracle happening for...
According to these data logs, the survey team unearthed some kind of alien technology.
Perhaps we will find more answers at the excavation site.
Too many chairs in this room. Because the only reason to associate it is to draw that kind of idea from it in the first place. But functionally, it is a prophecy specifically about Christ and practically nobody else. It's kind of like it's the association craziness that happens with a lot of stuff, like the what's that painting? The painting with Mary like on the ocean, which at that point it's not even Mary; it's basically just Diana nonsense. But like she's walking on the ocean, on the sea. And it's like, well, there's no reason to be doing this. There's no purpose in doing this unless you're attempting to push a viewpoint that's very clearly not proper. And I'm gonna die. Throw that guy. Okay, lift. Blow up. What can I do? I guess switch to a better gun. That works a little bit better. Because like there's not a need to make an association with some of the things unless it's intentional. But I mean, you could just effectively be saying, hey, I don't agree with XY viewpoint, but then why have your username structured that way? That's kind of weird.
Must have unearthed some alien technology that turned them into mindless fanatics.
Whatever they found, it is long gone now.
And here we go. Oh crap. I need to pay attention. Why are you down? Oh, because I haven't given you better equipment, that's why. That is, in fact, my bad. Oh wait, not dampening. That won't do anything. Bro. Unity is recharging. Adrenaline burst? Then Unity... How did you instantly fall down again? Bro. No. Oh, because they, like, shred through defense. Got... Dude. Yeah, just run. The fact that they get shields is kind of BS. Can I do this? I think I can. Okay, we're good. Bro. Yeah, and of course followed and then immediately unfollowed because of whatever. I don't think I'm doing the weird thing where it like requires people to follow, so that's cool, bro. But I mean, it's literally like the it'd be like running. Actually, that's a better comparison. The Lady of Waters nonsense. Oh, she's the Lady of Waters. Here's this painting of her walking on water. Except that's not associated to her. So why? That's not supposed to be her. So why are we bringing this up? Why is it coming up? Why are you promoting this? And why is this taught? Basically just part of a continuous series of crazy things that functionally doesn't need to be happening. But if you oppose it, you're a bad person, because apparently that's what's supposed to have always been. Do I not have any human armor? I guess not. Yeah, I need to change weapons for Liara. Why are you using that? The heck are you doing, Tolly? Absolutely ridiculous. But, you know, I mean, that's... Yeah, I guess they're not watching anymore. Whatever. Oh, well. But, I mean, that also goes back to the other thing, too. Is purposely picking out the nonsense as a means of general rage bait constantly. So much so to a point that you guys actually got lectured not to do that anymore. And dudes are still running around doing it. And the whole reason they were told not to do it is because it gets really hard to say that it's not idolatry. Or that they're not doing something wrong when they're consistently doing that. And then they're also getting super butthurt about it when people blow it out of the water. Or point out that there's a problem with it. Oh, man. Oh, crap.
On my way.
Because more than likely, too, with some of that's just going to be pointed at. The one person's like clip farming for whatever reason. It's just going to get pointed at with, like, this is proof this person is unreasonable. But then again, we have to go back to, why are you named this? Why are you structuring your stuff this way? If you're not intentionally trying to create a problem, why would you do this? Oh, this is where all, like, weird down probes are. Because some dude's crashing them for some reason. Yeah, those pirate guys. Let's get out of here. Oh, man. Anateus is good. Let's move on. Farinata. Oh, is this the ship that's crashing? I think that's the ship that's crashing. That we need to, like, go fix. Actually, let's look this up. Because I don't think the... Yeah. Oh, it's that idiot. Okay. This is scripture. This is how this is scripture. Well, what is scripture? I'm not going to tell you why. Bro. Get out of here. Your entire argument about what is scripture basically is coming down to Protestantism bad. Get out of here. Oh, this is the biotic thing. Run. I don't need to deal with any of that. I just need to get to the conversation.
See how it is? You write letters.
Yeah, so more than likely just clip farming and whining.
So how about if I kill Chairman Burns and finish the charade? Please, I was trying to help you people.
Let's not do anything we're all going to regret.
Why not? What have we got to lose? Since the chairman here decided that we didn't get reparations, we've got nothing left to live for. But I've changed my mind. Seeing you.
Oh wait, no, this is the other guy. The whiny dude who was like, "Oh no, this isn't feminism."
But you voted against reparations.
Think about
No, that's feminism.
He's the one man who can help you.
Yes, if you release me, I can take another look at the reparations request. What?
The weird obsession with Mary. You guys have a problem. It's just Diana worship at that point.
But as soon as we surrender, you'll double-cross us.
I'm not promising to let you go. All I'm saying is that Burns will take it.
Which is also something hilarious because you guys got told off by one of your primary church guys to stop rage baiting using Diana. Because people are beginning to notice that you're worshiping Diana, and it's a problem.
I don't want to die. Maybe something will happen this time. He surrendered. Thank you, Commander. I thought I was dead.
These are deranged fantasies from Protestants. No.
I didn't know they were so desperate.
Even in ancient times, women who were wives were expected to behave properly as wives, and actually be wives. Not just, running around refusing to properly be a wife just because. And fundamentally, according to your own stuff, that's a no-no. Like, you guys aren't allowed to do that. You're not allowed to, like, if a Catholic woman got married to some dude, got married to him, and then just refused to properly be a wife, that's a no-no. So why is it okay in this other instance? Oh, just because. Well, how are you, deriving this idea that such and such thing in regards to her not having other children is correct? Oh, because we're either going to play this game like the Orthodox do, where we suddenly forget how to read Greek or understand Greek, and then we're also going to suddenly forget and fail to understand, I think it's like 2 chapters later, they use the proper word for cousins to refer to cousins.
Message coming in.
So it's clearly not referring to cousins.
Thank you for dealing with the hostage
In the one situation, because why would they refer to them as not cousins if they were cousins? And the word exists. Not to mention the fact that that was actually a long-running problem within Europe for a while, of people claiming. That's also the primary actual reason why. That's the primary reason why there's a motivation to say that he did not have any blood relatives at all. especially like half brothers, is there was like several hundreds of years where you would occasionally have a dude crop up who's like, I'm related to him, therefore I have divine right to do XYZ thing. That's part of where some of the nonsense for divine right insanity comes from. Which is also the reason why the Catholic Church had a vested interest in stopping that. Not because it was a heresy issue. I mean, it is kind of heretical. But it was primarily because they didn't want people challenging their authority. Not because it's incorrect.
Looking for supplies? Let's see what you've got. You bet.
It's a more practical issue of we don't want people telling us no. Why is it comparing it to me? That needs a quality of life improvement. And I'm coming up on the end of the time that I can do this. I might as well just go ahead and save and call it quits. It's whatever. Well, it's whatever. I've got to start getting ready for work, and I guess I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and thanks for checking in. Especially the one whiny guy who just basically was here to try and rage bait using Diana. Kind of funny. See you guys next time. Later.
Inculminant omniscience manifold, and served by senses multitudinous, far posted on the shifting walls of time, with eyes that roam the star-unwinnowed fields. Of utter night and chaos I convoke the babble of their visions and attend. At once their myriad witness I behold, in Ombos where the